The history of Croatia is rich, varied, and often complex, shaped by its strategic location at the crossroads of Central Europe, the Balkans, and the Adriatic. Croatia has experienced periods of independence, foreign domination, and numerous shifts in borders and rulers. Here's a broad overview. Early history and Roman era. The region that would become Croatia has been inhabited since prehistoric times, with the Illyrians being the earliest known group. The Romans arrived around the 1st century BC, incorporating the area into the Roman Empire as part of the provinces of Pannonia and Dalmatia. Roman Dalmatia. The Dalmatian coast, modern-day southern Croatia, became a vital Roman province, with cities like Split, Spoletum, and Zadar Jedera flourishing. Roman influence is still visible in the ruins of Diocletian's palace in Split, built by the Roman Emperor Diocletian, who was born nearby. After the fall of the Roman Empire in the 5th century, the region fell under control of various barbarian tribes, notably the Ostrogoths and later the Byzantines. The early medieval period, 7th, 9th centuries, Slavic peoples, ancestors of modern Croats, began migrating to the region. By the 9th century, Slavic peoples, ancestors of modern Croats, began migrating to the region. By the 9th century, the Croats had settled a series of duchies under the rule of the Frankish Empire. This was the beginning of the Croatian state. Kingdom of Croatian state. Kingdom of Croatia. In 925, the Croatian ruler Tomislav was crowned the first king of Croatia, creating a unified kingdom. Tomislav's reign is often regarded as the founding of medieval Croatia. The kingdom was a powerful entity in the region, especially during the 10th century. Union with Hungary and the rise of the Kingdom of Croatia, 12th, 14th centuries. By the 12th centuries, the kingdom's fortunes began to shift. In 1102, after a period of instability, the Kingdom of Croatia entered into a personal union with the Kingdom of Hungary. This union lasted for several centuries, but Croatia largely retained its own local governance, though the Hungarian kings had significant influence. During this time, the nobility rose to prominence, and Croatia's culture flourished with the construction of castles, fortresses, and churches. However, external threats, such as invasions by the Ottoman Empire, started to loom. Ottoman threat and the Habsburgs' 16th, 18th centuries. By the late 15th centuries, the Ottomans gradually conquered large parts of Croatia, including many cities and towns in the south. The borderlands of Croatia became a military frontier, often known as the military frontier, as the local population and Habsburg forces fought to protect Christian Europe from Ottoman expansion. Habsburg rule. In the 16th century, the Habsburgs, who ruled over Austria, took control of Croatia. Over time, the Croatian kingdom became a part of the Austrian Empire. The Habsburgs helped to defend Croatia from the Ottomans, but the region's political and military focus shifted more toward the Habsburg imperial interests. Decline of the kingdom. The constant warfare and internal divisions weakened Croatia's independent political identity. By the 18th century, Croatia was largely subsumed into the broader Habsburg-controlled lands, and the title Kingdom of Croatia became increasingly ceremonial. Napoleonic Wars and the Illyrian provinces, 1809, 1815. During the Napoleonic Wars, the region was briefly annexed by France and became part of the Illyrian provinces. This short-lived French control brought some reforms, but after Napoleon's defeat, the area was returned to the Austrian Empire. 19th century and the rise of Croatian nationalism. The 19th century saw the rise of nationalism across Europe, and Croatia was no exception. Croatian intellectuals and leaders began to push for greater autonomy within the Austrian Empire. The movement for Croatian national identity grew stronger in the face of Hungary. Dominance in the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Croatian national revival. In the mid-1800s, the Illyrian movement, led by figures like Ljudevit Gaj, promoted Croatian language and culture, seeking greater unity and independence. This period also saw the development of modern Croatian literature and a more unified national consciousness. Austro-Hungarian Compromise, 1867. With the Austro-Hungarian Compromise, 1867, Croatia was incorporated into the dual monarchy of Austria-Hungary. While this gave the Croats some autonomy, they were still subject to Hungarian influence. and tensions grew between the Croatian and Hungarian elites. World War I and the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes. 1918. The First World War was disastrous for the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which collapsed in 1918. In the aftermath of the war, the South Slavic peoples, including Croats, Serbs, and Slovenes, sought to unite. This resulted in the formation of the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes, later known as the Kingdom of Yugoslavia, while Croatia was part of this new kingdom of Yugoslavia. Tensions between Croats and Serbs began to surface, particularly because of the centralization of power in Belgrade, which many Croats saw as oppressive. World War II and the independent state of Croatia, 1941, 1945. During World War II, Croatia's fate became even more turbulent. The Axis powers, led by Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy, invaded Yugoslavia in 1941. The Ustajaji, a Croatian fascist movement, established the independent state of Croatia NDH, a puppet state of the Axis powers. Under Ustajaji rule, millions of Serbs, Jews, and Roma were killed in horrific genocidal acts. The NDH was short-lived, and as partisans led by Josip Broz Tito, a communist, resisted both the Ustaše and the Axis forces. The Yugoslav partisans, with Tito as their leader, eventually drove out the Axis powers and established communist Yugoslavia. Socialist Yugoslavia, 1945-1991, after World War II, Croatia became one of the 6 republics of Socialist Yugoslavia, a federation created under Tito's leadership. Tito, a Croat himself, maintained a delicate balance between the various ethnic groups of Yugoslavia. Under his rule, the country experienced economic growth and relative political stability, though ethnic tensions were always simmering beneath the surface. Tito's death in 1980 led to the weakening of central authority, and by the late 1980s, nationalist movements in several republics, including Croatia, began to challenge the Yugoslav state. Independence and the Croatian War of Independence, 1995, in 1991. 1995, in 1991, Croatia declared independence from Yugoslavia, which led to a brutal conflict known as the Croatian War of Independence. The war was primarily fought between Croatian forces and ethnic Serb rebels, who the Yugoslav People's Army supported. The conflict was marked by severe ethnic violence and atrocities. After several years of fighting and international mediation, Croatia gained formal independence, and the war ended in 1995 with the Dayton Agreement and Operation Storm. This military offensive led to the defeat of Serb forces in Croatia. Post-independence and European Union membership, 1995, present. Since the end of the war, Croatia has worked to rebuild its economy and institutions. The country faced significant challenges, including war crimes